How excited are we tomorrow? You know, football is finally back. We've been jonesing for it. We've been waiting for it, and it's finally here, the first week of preseason. I don't think I've ever been so excited for a preseason in probably a long time, just because we didn't have anything last offseason, and, you know, we really missed it. And finally, we get our first game tomorrow, 7:30 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. You know, it's really, the games like this, especially for preseason, to me, like, yes, it's great to have a win in preseason, but at the same time, I can really care less about winning the game. It's really all about specific players. It's about our draft picks. It's about how these coaches, how these other, assistant coaches have developed these players over the past, couple months. And you know what? I need to see with my own two eyes. I'm tired of seeing what we've done against our own guys at practice. This is where it's going to count, okay? Ben Roethlisberger is going to be at quarterback, obviously with Schuster and Claypool and some of these other guys. They have a good offense. They got good receivers. I think it's a nice test for our defense. Najee Harris, I thought he played very well in that in the Hall of Fame game. Hard runner, elusive. But it's really come down to our offense and what Nick is incorporating with this playbook. I want to see the diverse amount of plays. And guys, I wouldn't worry about winning this game too much, because at the end of the day, we need to look at players specifically. We need to see how they have been developing. And quite frankly, it just doesn't matter. I mean, yes, it's nice, but once your third, fourth, fifth string guys come in at the end of the game, could lose this game just because they put guys in that really aren't going to make the team, and, guys we probably never even heard of at this point. So it's really all about, we need to see Jalen Hurts be in that pocket, goes through his progressions. And, I hope he's in for a half. I mean, until, if the offense, gets on the field and scores a touchdown, I'll feel really good about that. But I feel like Hurts needs to have more snaps. You know what? We did it with Carson Wentz, and we got to be cautious, and we can't put him in for too long. Nah, tired of it. Put him in the game. I don't care if it's for the whole game, okay? Which I know it's not going to happen, but would I love that? Yes. But at the same time, you only have 3 preseason games, guys, so this is harder on the coaching staff to get these guys prepared. I want to see these running backs. I want to see Elijah Holyfield. I want to see Jordan Howard and Kerryon Johnson. I want to see Kenneth Gainwell go out for some passes, be that dual threat back. I want to see this offensive line. I want to see Jordan Mailata, see how he pushed people around. I want to see these receivers. I want to see Quez Watkins. Is the hype real? Is the hype true? I hope so. I hope it is. John Hightower will most likely not play. Devontae Smith will definitely not play. He's only had 5 days of training camp, 3 to 5 days, whatever it was. So I'm not worried about Devontae Smith getting snaps right now. I'm not, because he's going to be a superstar this year. Okay. But to see Travis Fulgham and some of the other guys, very excited about it. Okay, you signed Marken Michel, which he had a little bit of short success in preseason for the Eagles, so we'll see how he does, see what kind of player he's become the past couple seasons. Okay. And then our defensive line, on defense, how Jonathan Gannon, I want to see if Jonathan Gannon's on the sideline. Is he in the press box? I hope he's on the sideline. I want to see the energy that he brings, and he'll probably be on the field most likely. I don't think he'll have him up in the press box. But I need to see this defensive line. I need to see the starters and the depth behind it with Teron Jackson from Coastal Carolina. Okay. I need to see Milton Williams in that rotation. I need to see how good this pass rush actually is. Okay, and obviously need to stay back from injuries. I want to see linebackers and guys that are a total mystery right now. The depth chart doesn't show it all. The first depth chart they always come out with is never, this is just an early process. Okay, from what I can see is that Eric Wilson will be middle linebacker, and then you have Alex Singleton, and then I don't know who else they're putting out there, but it should be interesting to see what linebackers kind of rise up to the occasion in preseason and how well they do. We have a lot in competition, a lot of young guys, and you know what? It's obviously up to us and up to this development staff and what they've been doing with them. Nick Reynolds, the linebacker coach, and just see what they do there. That's one position that's a total mystery right now. It's not necessarily a weakness. I don't think it is a weakness. I think we just have to find the strength with a certain player, and I think we'll be good with at least a couple guys and see what happens. And then at safety, I don't know if Kevon Wallace is playing. I know he injured his groin or whatever happened. I'm not sure what happened. But I thought I saw him practice yesterday, so I don't know. Maybe he just practiced and didn't do much of anything later in the day. I don't know. Rodney McLeod still out with the ACL. Anthony Harris, very excited about. He's going to do a really good job this year. You got you have Andrews back there. You have Epps back there. So, I mean, there are some guys. Blake Countess, the Eagles re-signed Blake Countess, so he's coming back. So, there's a lot on the table here, and this is where it's all going to count. And, I'm so excited. Like a youth movement in Philadelphia is just fantastic. For the people that wanted to bring in a veteran receiver, I don't really agree with it. I let these guys roll. Let these guys be hungry and make a name for themselves. And that's where it's going to matter. But the one guy I'm looking at, like I've already discussed earlier, is most important is Jalen Hurts. 100%. But at the same time, it's not because he's going to be the starting quarterback. It's because we need to give these guys good looks. And yes, it is important to see if it's easy to see what he's doing in this offense. But at the same time, I want to see how many, his rollouts, his RPOs, how Nick is using him. And obviously, Nick is favoriting his mobility, which is great, and wants to take advantage of that, not trying to change him completely as a quarterback. I think that's what matters the most here. Other than that, Joe Flacco and Nick Mullins, I think Nick Mullins will give really good looks, okay? Not a starting quarterback in the NFL, but guys have a lot of starting experience. He's got an okay arm, and I think he'll be solid. For preseason, he'll be solid. Okay, we need these receivers to get good looks and tight ends. I want to see the tight end group, okay, as well. A lot of guys there, a lot of unknowns. Don't know what's happening with Zach Ertz. Hopefully he's out the door, but I want to give someone else a chance to see if they can produce to be that third-string tight end if they're going to be this year. So I don't really know. But these quarterbacks have to give the tight ends and receivers good looks. And if they're throwing the running backs, we need to see good mechanics out of these quarterbacks and just let it rip. You know what I mean? So I don't care about the Steelers and their personnel and this game. It doesn't matter who they have. I want to see, obviously they have good players defensively and they have good players. They have a good offensive line. They have very good receivers and a running back they just drafted. So at this point, I just want to be comfortable after this game because I feel like every time we get excited for a preseason game, it just doesn't go the way we think it's going to be, and you don't see too many good things. I hope we see a lot of good things come tomorrow night. I'm really excited about it. So really, other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm going to be streaming tonight at 8:05. Come check me out. We're going to be talking about the preseason, and then we'll be streaming the preseason game tomorrow. I'll be streaming it by myself tomorrow at home. So should be a lot of fun. And that's it. Football's here, baby. Let's go get it. I'm excited. I'm pumped. So, all right. I'll see you guys later. Shakes going up, follow slide. Peace out, guys. Peace.